Good evening. At this time, I would like to call to order the regular meeting of the Cerritos Property Preservation Commission on Tuesday, November 25th, 2025. At this time, I'd like to call on Senior Assistant City Manager Kristen Aguila to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Would everybody please rise?
Everyone, please rise. Join me. Put your hand over your heart. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. At this time, could we have the roll call, please?
Alrighty, at this time I will proceed with the roll call for the Cerritos Property Preservation Commission to confirm attendance and establish a quorum for the record. Commissioner Brian Ferrer,
Present.
Commissioner Francis Ann Robles,
Here.
Commissioner Eric Westfall,
Here.
Vice Chair Celia Spitzer,
Here.
and Chair Janesh Chachki.
I'd like someone to make a motion to excuse Chair Choksi. He's out of town.
I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, a motion is moved by Commissioner Ferrer and seconded by Commissioner Westfall. As been properly made, I am now activating the online voting system. Voting is live. Please cast your votes now.
4-0.
4-0, the motion carries.
At this time, the public comments and, sorry, I know, I have presentations. And at this time, we will have a presentation regarding review and consideration of an informational presentation by the Public Works Department of the proposed water and sewer rate adjustments, and it will be given by Chris Kubert, Assistant Director of Public Works.
Thank you, Vice Chair Spitzer. Good evening, Commission members. My name is Chris Kubert, Assistant Director of Public Works. Tonight I will give a brief look at the proposed 2025 water and sewer rate changes. I'll also give a short summary of a possible low-income assistance program. Alvin Papa, our Director of Public Works, is here with me. We will both be available for questions at the end of the presentation. Water and sewer rates have stayed the same since July 2021. Before that, the city raised rates 10% each year from 2014 to 2021, but those increases did not pay for major system upgrades. To keep service levels steady, the city has depended on strong general fund support. In October 2023, the city wrote off $24.3 million in general fund loans to the water and sewer funds. Since the general fund has continued to cover costs that the water and sewer funds cannot support by the end of this fiscal year, we expect $8.9 million will be used to support daily water and sewer operations. This support has kept rates artificially low and cannot continue. It is not a stable, long-term plan. The system needs a new rate structure that builds financial strength and keeps the system reliable. Because of this, City Council asked staff to begin a formal rate study. Staff hired Water Resources Economics in February 2025 to complete the study. The original plan included reclaimed water, but that part is on hold while the city works with Los Angeles County Sanitation District on an emergency project. The goal of the rate study is to develop a 5-year rate plan that allows water and sewer funds to stand on their own without ongoing help from the general fund. This slide shows the proposed water fund capital improvement program over the next 5 years. The total cost is about $23 million or $25.3 million with 4% inflation added. We initially proposed $43 million in projects, but reduced the plan to minimize rate impacts. We did that by focusing only on critical and essential projects. The main focus of this 5-year CIP is building and upgrading our water wells. The first project is the C4 well, which includes a new well and treatment system at a cost of $16 million. Once C4 well is near completion, we plan to finish design and start construction of the C5 well near the end of this rate cycle. These investments ensure reliable and sustainable water supply for our community. This slide outlines the general fund support to the water fund. Under the status quo, in red, where rates stay the same, the water fund would need about $68.9 million from the general fund over the next 5 years. This amount is more than the city's projected general fund reserves and is not a stable path forward. The proposed rate plan in blue will lower the need for the general fund help and phase it out over 4 years. Under this plan, the general fund would provide $9.5 million in total support. The water fund would be fully self-funded by July 2029. This comparison shows why a new rate structure is important. Water rates need to pay for daily operations and system upgrades. Nearly all water agencies follow this method to stay stable, reduce the use of general fund, and keep their water systems reliable. This approach supports the policy directed by City Council. This slide shows the proposed 5-year water rate plan. It was built to meet Proposition 218 rules and standard industry practice. Staff reviewed future revenues, costs, and needed system upgrades to make sure the water fund reaches its minimum reserve levels by the end of the 5-year rate period. This plan includes yearly changes to both the fixed meter charge and the rate for water use. These charges will start in February 2026. Fixed meter charges were updated based on meter size to improve fairness and match the American Water Works Association guidance. This plan also removes the minimum water unit, so every gallon used is billed based on actual usage. These updates improve equity across customers and sets rates that better match the real cost to provide the service. This slide compares our average home water bill to nearby cities. Our current rate is in yellow, and the proposed rate is in green. Even with the proposed changes, rates will stay among the most affordable agencies in the area. The average bill for a single-family home will remain lower than many nearby systems. On the commercial side, the story is the same. Even with the proposed changes, Cerritos will remain very competitive. The average bill for a typical commercial customer will stay within the range of nearby agencies. Moving on to sewer. This slide shows how much general fund support the sewer fund needs under current conditions. Like the water fund, the sewer fund has relied heavily on general fund transfers. Under the status quo, or do-nothing scenario, in red, it would need $12.1 million over the next 5 years. With the proposed sewer rates in blue, general fund support would be phased out over 5 years. Total transfers would be limited to $3.6 million, and the sewer fund will be fully self-sufficient by July 2029. As with the water fund, the sewer fund should operate independently with rates covering all operating and capital costs. This approach is standard in the industry, keeps the system stable, protects the general fund, and ensures long-term reliability. This slide shows the proposed sewer fund capital improvement program over 5 years. The total cost is about $3.9 million, or $4.3 million after a 4% annual inflation is added. Like the water fund, we focused only on the critical projects. Of this total, the main focus is $1.2 million for CCTV inspection of the sewer system, followed by $2.4 million for sewer pipe replacement. These projects ensure the reliability of long-term safety in our water system. This slide shows the proposed 5-year sewer rate plan, built to follow Proposition 218 and industry standards. The plan starts with a larger increase in year 1, then smaller, steady increases in the following years. These rates will fund about $3.9 million in critical upgrades and gradually end general fund support. This slide compares the average home sewer bill in Cerritos to nearby cities. Even with the proposed changes, Cerritos will stay below the regional average. This shows the city's commitment to keeping rates affordable while moving towards self-sustaining utility. Moving on to a potential low-income assistance program. In response to City Council direction, staff is proposing a water and sewer assistance program similar to SCE's CARE program, which gives income-qualified households a 32.5% discount. Eligibility is based on household size and income levels set by the CPUC. As of October 2025, over 2,200 Cerritos households are enrolled in CARE, and staff estimates about 23 households would qualify for budgeting purposes. Instead of a percentage discount, the program would provide a fixed bi-monthly discount of $40. This helps control costs and keep the budget stable. Staff will return to City Council with more details at the public hearing on January 26, 2026. In line with Proposition 218, on November 13th, all property owners and water and sewer customers were sent a notice of public hearing for January 26, 2026. The notice included the amount of the proposed rate changes, how the changes were calculated, the reasons for the changes, instructions for submitting a written protest, the date, time of the public hearing. All written protests must be submitted in person or mailed to the city clerk no later than 5 p.m. on Monday, January 26, 2026, or received by the city clerk at the public hearing on January 26, 2026. So moving on to the next steps and key milestones. This slide outlines the next steps and milestones in the rate adoption process. A public hearing is scheduled for January 26, 2026, when the City Council may formally adopt the proposed water and sewer rate changes. Staff also presented a refined low-income assistance program if Council chooses to move forward. If approved, the new rates would start in February 26, with annual adjustments each January through fiscal year 29-30. This schedule follows Proposition 218 and allows time for public outreach and customer education. This concludes my presentation. Alvin and I are available for any questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions from any of the commissioners? I believe we all received the mailing as being Cerritos residents. Okay. Thank you very much. We will now move on to public comments and suggestions. This is reserved for anybody who wishes to address the Property Preservation Commission on something that is not on the agenda. If it has to do with an agenda item, please wait until we get to that item. Is there anybody who wishes to address the commission on something other than an agenda item? Okay. Seeing none, should have opened it, close the public comments and suggestions, and move on to consent calendar. And under consent calendar, we have approval of the minutes of the October 28th regular meeting of the Property Preservation Commission. And can I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
A second.
Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Seeing none, I guess we're ready to vote. Okay.
Motion was moved by Commissioner Westfall and seconded by Commissioner Ferrer. I am now activating the online voting system. Voting is live. Oh, sorry. Seconded by
4-0.
Commissioner Robles. I apologize.
It passed 4-0. Now we move on to our public hearing items, and everything is going to go in alphabetical order. Is that correct? Everybody? Okay. Item 7A, review and consideration of a case sent before the Property Preservation Commission finding that conditions constituting a property nuisance as defined in Chapter 6.20 of the Cerritos Municipal Code exist at 19,300 block of Chambly Avenue, Cerritos, including structure, exteriors in need of repair and paint, dying vegetation, dead vegetation, a lack of adequate ground cover, and a lack of landscape maintenance. Mr. Chacon.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. This case will be presented by Kim Ardema, Senior Code Enforcement Officer.
Chair and members of the commission, on July 15th of 2025, I inspected the subject property, observing the wood trim, beams, and siding on the home in need of repair and paint, and dying grass on the front yard, parkways, and area south of the driveway. The next day, a notification was mailed to the property owner, providing 30 days to abate the violations. From August 26th through November 3rd, 2 additional notifications were mailed due to noncompliance, with the additional observations of dead vegetation, a lack of adequate ground cover, a lack of landscape maintenance, and trash cans stored in public view that occurred during that time. There's been no contact from the property owner. An inspection of the property yesterday revealed no compliance. Staff does recommend a resolution be adopted on this property. This concludes my report, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Do any of the commissioners have any questions at this time? No. I will open comments. If there anybody is here who wishes to address item 7A, please step up to the podium and state your name. 19,300 block of Chambly. Seeing none, I will close the public comments, and I believe we're ready for a resolution.
Staff recommends waiving full reading of and adopting a resolution of the Cerritos Property Preservation Commission finding that the property located at the 9300 block of Chambly Avenue, Cerritos, California, 90703 does constitute a property nuisance as set forth in Chapter 620 of the Cerritos Municipal Code and setting forth a 30-day abatement period thereon.
Do I have a motion to adopt the
So moved.
resolution? Is there a second?
Second.
We need to vote.
The motion is moved by Commissioner Ferrer and seconded by Commissioner Westfall. Has been properly made. I am now activating the online voting system. Voting is live. Please cast your votes now. Voting is now closed. The motion carries with a vote of 4 in favor.
Thank you. Item 7B, review and consideration of a case sent before the Property Preservation Commission finding that conditions constituting a property nuisance as defined in Chapter 6.20 of the Cerritos Municipal Code exist in the 19,700 block of Georgina Circle, Cerritos, including inoperable vehicles stored in public view, visible debris, structure exteriors in need of repair and paint, overgrown vegetation, dead vegetation, and a lack of adequate ground cover. Mr. Chacon.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. This case will be presented by Kim Ardema, our Senior Code Enforcement Officer.
Chair and members of the Commission, on July 29th of 2025, I inspected the subject property, observing a lack of landscape maintenance, inoperable vehicles stored on the driveway, a trash can stored in public view, overgrown vegetation, dead vegetation, and structure exteriors in need of repair and paint. The same day, notification was mailed to the property owners and tenants, providing 30 days to repair and paint the wood beams, trim and eaves on the home, and paint the south side gate, and 7 days to abate the remaining conditions. From September 8th through November 3rd, 2 additional notifications were mailed due to no compliance, with additional observations of dying vegetation, debris stored in public view, a lack of adequate ground cover in the front planter, and branches from the front yard vegetation growing over and blocking the parking signs on the entrance to the housing tract during that time. There was no contact from the property owner or tenants. On November 12th, the property was posted for public hearing. I inspected the property yesterday and spoke to some family members of the residents who were outside at the time. They explained that the residents are elderly, however, the property is in the name of some other family members, and they were not sure why we had not been contacted by them, and that they are helping the residents in the home and are helping out with some things that they can't do themselves. I did see that they had done some landscape maintenance for them, things of that nature. Prior to the meeting starting, there were some other family members that had showed up, and I spoke with them as well, got some contact information from them. Staff does recommend that a resolution be adopted on this property to ensure compliance. This concludes my report, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Do any of the commissioners have any questions or comments? Seeing none, I think we're ready to adopt a resolution.
Staff recommends waiving a full reading of and adopting a resolution of the Cerritos Property Preservation Commission finding that the property located at the 19300 block of Chambly Avenue, Cerritos, California, 90703 does constitute a property nuisance as set forth in Chapter 620 of the Cerritos Municipal Code and setting forth a 30-day abatement period thereon.
Somebody like to make a motion?
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay.
All right. The
Ready to
motion
vote?
moved by Commissioner Westfall and seconded by Commissioner Ferrer has been properly made. I'm now activating the online voting system. Voting is live. Please cast your votes now. Voting is now closed. The motion carries with a vote of 4 in favor.
You know, I actually realized I forgot to ask if anybody was here. Yeah, I'm here. Okay. Okay, yeah, I skipped that, I'm sorry, to speak to item 6B.
I apologize.
Sort of have to back up here. Good. Go ahead and please state your name, please.
Oh, yeah. I'm Kevin Brady. He's kind of like my uncle. And basically, my understanding of the situation is that they weren't getting the notifications because it was being sent to like someone else's house, basically. Like what's happening is it wasn't sent to Cicero Delphin's house, but to I guess his wife's daughter's address. So that's basically about what I know.
Do you want to respond?
I tried to get him to come to this meeting, but I wasn't able to. I don't have anything else to say.
Kim's going to respond.
Yeah, they were sent to the homeowner's house and then also the property owner as well.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know anything else. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I know. What was the question?
Oh, did you have anything you want to say? I don't know.
Oh, my
Well,
uncle
you,
is-
please come up to the microphone and identify yourself, please.
my uncle is 95 years old and my
Put-
aunt is 95
Pull the
years
microphone
old.
closer to you, please. Thank you.
Yeah. And,
Say it again.
we're actually hired a gardener to clean the front yard. So hopefully it's going to be okay the next time you come and visit. Yeah. And of course, the house, the roof is going to take a while to get that fixed, but we're working that. And as soon as we're going to help him take care of whatever needs to be done to get it fixed.
Well, now Ms. Artema has a contact.
Yeah.
You have contact with her,
Yeah.
so
Thank you.
that's
Thank you for the email.
And prior to the meeting, some other family members, the actual property
Yeah, we
owner.
bumped into them.
Yes, I spoke with them as well.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And it was actually sent to their house, but my uncle didn't actually. He claims not to have received it. I don't know.
Thank you. Did you have a comment or question, Ann? Yeah, no, Kim can take care of that. Is there anybody else that would like to address this item at this time? Okay. Close the public comments, so I guess we sort of have to back up, okay, and do the adoption of a resolution.
No problem. Staff recommends waiving a full reading of and adopting a resolution of the Cerritos Property Preservation Commission, finding that the property located at 9300 block of Chamblee, Cerritos, California, 90703 does constitute a property nuisance as set forth in Chapter 620 of the Cerritos Municipal Code and setting forth a 30-day abatement period thereon.
Can I have a motion to that effect, please?
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
The motion is moved by Commissioner Westfall and seconded by Commissioner Ferrer. Has been properly made. I am now activating the online voting system. Please cast your votes now. Voting is now closed. The motion carries with a vote of 4 in favor.
Thank you. We're always looking for communication with the city, and then things can be worked out more easily, and now we have it. Item 7C, review and consideration of a case sent before the Property Preservation Commission finding that conditions constituting a property nuisance as defined in Chapter 6.20 of the Cerritos Municipal Code exist at 11,200 block of Park Street, Cerritos, including a lack of landscape maintenance, structure exteriors in need of repair and paint, visible debris, trash cans stored in public view, a lack of adequate ground cover, and dying vegetation. Mr. Chacon?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. This case will be presented by Kim Artema, our Senior Code Enforcement Officer.
Chair and members of the commission, on September 23rd, 2025, I inspected the subject property, observing a lack of landscape maintenance, trash cans and debris stored in public view, structure exteriors in need of repair and paint, and a vehicle parked blocking the public sidewalk. The same day, notification was mailed to the property owner, providing 30 days to repair and paint the front doors, wood siding, wood trim, and the west side wrought iron gate, 7 days to provide landscape maintenance, and 3 days to abate the remaining violations. The following day, the city manager's office received a complaint via one of the council members regarding the landscape maintenance and visible debris. On October 6th, staff received another complaint via the city mobile app regarding the landscape maintenance violations. An inspection of the property revealed compliance only on relocating the vehicle blocking the sidewalk, and a second notification was left at the property. On October 13th, staff received a phone complaint regarding the condition of the property. An inspection of the property revealed no compliance, and a third notification was mailed. On October 20th, an inspection of the property revealed no compliance, with the additional observation of dying vegetation, and a fourth notification was left at the property. On November 3rd, an inspection of the property revealed only some mowing and edging done, and with the additional observation of a lack of ground cover on the front yard along the east side of the driveway. There's been no contact from the property owner. Due to the multiple complaints and lack of progress, staff does recommend that a resolution be adopted on this property. This concludes my report, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Do any of the commissioners have any questions? This time? No? Okay. This time I won't forget. I will open the public hearing, and is there anybody who wishes to address this item? Please state your name, and you have 3 minutes. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Carlos Salazar. I am the owner. November 3rd, what you said, was the only time I did get notice, but I'm going to have my assistant go ahead and say what we have.
Good evening, Commissioners. I'm the property owner for 11221 Park Street. I want to update you on the work we've already done. We have gardeners who come twice a month.
We really can't
at the
hear
beginning
that
of the
very
month
well.
and at the end,
but-
and they have already completed the regular.
Unfortunately, we can't have a recording play.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay, so good evening.
excuse-
Good evening, commissioners.
excuse
I am
me
the
1
property
minute.
owner of 11221 Park Street. I want to update you on the work we've already done. We have
Excuse me.
gardeners who
Could
come
you
twice
please-
a month at the
could-
beginning of the month and
Excuse me, sir.
the
Can you give
end.
us one moment?
And-
Can you give us 1 moment? Sorry. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, Honorable Vice Chair. Thank you, sir, for being here to provide public comment. Just would like to request that you restate your name and read public comments. We cannot have audio played into the microphone. So if you wouldn't mind restarting, and staff will go
Sure.
ahead and restart your time allotted. If you can restart your public comments, please.
Perfect.
Thank
Sure.
you, sir.
Tell me when.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Carlos Salazar. Good evening, commissioners. I am the property owner for 11221 Park Street. I want to update you on the work that we've already done. We have gardeners coming twice a month, in the beginning of the month and at the end, and they have already completed the regular yard maintenance. Tonight, I also took a current video showing the improvements. The front porch has been cleaned and organized. The garden hose is properly stored, and the decorative stones and the front yard areas have been re-landscaped. We're continuing to address all remaining items listed in the notice, and I'm fully willing to cooperate with the city. I respectfully request additional time so we can complete the remaining improvements for this property. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that wishes to address the commission on this particular item? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing, the public comments. And Mr. Chacon?
All right, thank you. Staff recommends waiving a full reading of and adopting a resolution of the Cerritos Property Preservation Commission finding that the property located at the 11,200 block of Park Street, Cerritos, California, 90703, does constitute a property nuisance as set forth in Chapter 620 of the Cerritos Municipal Code, and setting forth a 30-day abatement period thereon.
Is there a motion?
So move.
Second?
I second.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded.
The motion is moved by Commissioner Ferrer and seconded by Commissioner Robles. I am now activating the online voting system. Voting is live. Please cast your votes now. Voting is now closed. The motion carries with a vote of 4 in favor.
We move on to item 7D, review and consideration of a case sent before the Property Preservation Commission, finding that conditions constituting a property nuisance as defined in Chapter 6.20 of the Cerritos Municipal Code exist at the 17,800 block of K Court, Cerritos, including structure exteriors in need of repair and paint. Mr. Chacon.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. This case will be presented by Brian Lane, Code Enforcement Officer.
Chair and members of the commission, on May 18, 2025, staffs inspected a property in the 17,800 block at K Court, observing the wood trim and wood siding in need of repair and paint, and a notification was mailed to the owner. The following information documents the action taken to abate the violations. Inspections between June 26, 2025 and November 4, 2025 revealed no compliance, and 3 additional notifications were mailed. On November 12, 2025, the property was posted for PPC. On November 14, 2025, the owner phoned staff and stated he had not received any of the notifications other than the public hearing notice posted on the property. Staff advised him that 4 notices had been mailed and that none had been returned from the post office. Staff also advised him of the PPC process, and he stated he will have the paint and repair work completed. An inspection today revealed no compliance. Staff recommendation on this property is to adopt a resolution to ensure compliance. This completes my report, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions from the commissioners? No. I just had one. I definitely noticed it needs all the painting, but there's a reference here to repair. What kind of items needed repair?
That would just basically be the sanding of the siding before painting due to the deterioration.
Oh, okay. I looked, didn't see that, but definitely the painting. Okay. At this time, I'll open the public comments or public hearing. And if anybody is here to address item 7D, the property on K Court, please step forward. Seeing no one, I'll close public comments, and we're ready for resolution.
Staff recommends waiving the full reading and adopting a resolution of the Cerritos Property Preservation Commission, finding that the property located at the 17,800 block of K Court, Cerritos, California, 90703, does constitute a property nuisance as set forth in Chapter 620 of the Cerritos Municipal Code, and setting forth a 30-day abatement period thereon.
Can I have a motion to that effect?
Move to approve.
A second?
Second.
Let's vote.
The motion is moved by Commissioner Westfall and seconded by Commissioner Ferrer. Has been made. I am now activating the online voting system. Voting is live. Please cast your votes now.
It's not doing it. There we go.
Voting is now closed. The motion carries with a vote of 4 in favor.
Next, we have item 7E. Review and consideration of a case sent before the Property Preservation Commission, finding that conditions constituting a property nuisance, as defined in Chapter 6.20 of the Cerritos Municipal Code, exists at the 16,500 block of Knoll Stone Circle, Cerritos, including an inoperable vehicle stored in public view and visible debris. Mr. Chacon.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. This case will be presented by Brian Lane, Code Enforcement Officer.
Chair and members of the commission, on August 19, 2025, staff inspected a property in the 16,500 block of Knoll Stone Circle, observing trash cans at the curb line, and a notification was left on the trash cans. The following information documents the action taken to abate the violations. An inspection on August 26, 2025 revealed trash cans in front of the south gate, and a second notification was mailed. An inspection on September 9, 2025 revealed debris at the curb, trash cans in front of the south gate, a lack of landscape maintenance on the parkways, and an inoperable vehicle on the driveway, and a third notification was mailed. An inspection on September 16, 2025 revealed the debris removed, no visible trash cans, and progress on the landscape maintenance. An inspection on September 30th, 2025 revealed no compliance, and a fourth notification was mailed. An inspection on October 14th, 2025 revealed no compliance. Staff spoke to a resident at the property regarding the violations and also discussed a separate inoperable vehicle that was parked on the street. Inspections on October 28th and November 5th, 2025 revealed no compliance, and 2 additional notifications were mailed. It should be noted during the time this case has been open, city staff and Los Angeles County staff have received complaints regarding inoperable vehicles and vehicle repair being conducted by a resident from this property on the adjacent street. Public Works staff responded to the adjacent street on October 22nd, 2025 to clean up oil spilled in the gutter and on the sidewalk, and an inoperable vehicle parked on the street was towed by the Sheriff's Department on October 28th, 2025.
On November 12th, 2025, the property was posted for PPC. An inspection day revealed the cardboard from underneath the inoperable vehicle removed and no visible trash cans or debris near the gate. However, the inoperable vehicle remained on the driveway. Staff recommendation on this property is to adopt a resolution. This completes my report, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Are there any comments or questions for staff? Seeing none, I guess at this time I'll open the public hearing, and if anybody wishes to address item 7E regarding the property at Knoll Stone Circle, this is your opportunity to step up and say something. Seeing nobody, I'll close the public hearing, and I think we're ready for a resolution.
Staff recommends waiving full reading of and adopting a resolution of the Cerritos Property Preservation Commission, finding that the property located at the 16500 block of Knoll Street Circle, Cerritos, California, 90703, does constitute a property nuisance as set forth in Chapter 620 of the Cerritos Municipal Code and setting forth a 7-day abatement period thereon.
Someone wish to make a motion?
So move.
Need a second?
A second.
The motion is moved by Commissioner Ferrer and seconded by Commissioner Robles. It's been properly made. I'm now activating the online voting system. Voting is live. Please cast your votes now. Voting is now closed. The motion carries with a vote of 4 in favor.
Thank you. Item 7F. Review and consideration of a case sent before the Property Preservation Commission, finding that conditions constituting a property nuisance as defined in Chapter 6.20 of the Cerritos Municipal Code exist at the 12,300 block of Caravel Place, Cerritos, including structure, exteriors in need of repair and paint, and dying vegetation. Mr. Chacon.
Thank you. This case will be presented by Darnell Jerry, Code Enforcement Officer.
Chair and members of the Commission, on July 22nd, 2025, staff inspected a property at the 12,300 block of Caravel Place, observing a lack of landscape maintenance and dying vegetation in the front yard and the parkway. A notification was mailed at the property, providing 7 days to remedy the violations. Between the dates of July 29th, 2025 and October 24th, 2029, staff conducted 4 additional inspections, revealing no compliance, with subsequent notifications mailed to the property. The final inspection included an added violation of property disrepair. Again, none of which communication by the property owner was made. November 12th, the property was posted for PPC. Staff recommendations is to adopt a resolution to ensure compliance. This concludes my report and would be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the commissioners? No. Seeing none at this time, I'll open the public hearing. If anyone wishes to address this item, please step up to the microphone. Seeing none, I close the public hearing, and I believe we're ready for a resolution.
Staff recommends waiving full reading of and adopting a resolution of Cerritos Property Preservation Commission, finding that the property located at the 12,300 block of Caravel Place, Cerritos, California, 90703 does constitute a property nuisance as set forth in Chapter 620 of the Cerritos Municipal Code and setting forth a 30-day abatement period thereon.
Can I have a motion to that effect?
Move to approve.
There a second?
Second.
The motion moved by Commissioner Westfall and seconded by Commissioner Ferrer has been properly made. I'm now activating the online voting system. Voting is live. Please cast your votes now. Voting is now closed. The motion carries with a vote of 4 in favor.
Thank you. And our last public hearing item, 7G, review and consideration of a case sent before the Property Preservation Commission, finding that conditions constituting a property nuisance as defined in Chapter 6.20 of the Cerritos Municipal Code exist in the 18,500 block of Camstra Avenue, Cerritos, including a lack of landscape maintenance, structure exteriors in need of repair and paint, and overgrown vegetation. Mr. Chacon.
Thank you. This case will be presented by Darnell Jerry, Code Enforcement Officer.
Chair and members of the Commission, on July 22nd, 2025, staff inspected a property at the 18,500 block of Camstra Avenue and observed disrepair in several areas of the property, a lack of landscape maintenance, and oil stains at the curb. A notification was left at the property requiring an abatement of the disrepair within 21 days, and correction of the landscape maintenance and oil stain violations within 7 days. August 25th, an inspection of the property revealed revealed the oil stains had been treated and removed. However, the areas of disrepair as well as the landscape maintenance remained out of compliance, and a second notification was mailed. September 25th, 2025, an inspection of the property revealed the landscape partially maintained but not in full compliance. The property disrepair also remained out of compliance, and a third notification was mailed. October 23rd, 2025, an inspection revealed the areas of property disrepair and landscape maintenance remained out of compliance with an added violation of overgrown vegetation, growing over a rear yard wall hanging over the public sidewalk. November 12th, the property was posted for PPC. An inspection this afternoon revealed the landscape maintenance and overgrown vegetation cut and in compliance, leaving the areas of disrepair out of compliance. I also was able to speak with the tenant who informed me that the property owner scheduled a contractor to come repair the disrepair within the next couple of weeks. Staff still recommends an adoption of resolution to ensure compliance. This concludes my report. I want to be happy to answer any questions.
Any comments or questions from the commissioners? Anybody? This time I'll open the public hearing. If anybody is here to address this item, please step forward to the microphone. Seeing no one, I'll close the public hearing. We're ready for a resolution.
Staff recommends waiving a full reading of and adopting a resolution of the Cerritos Property Preservation Commission, finding that the property located at the 18500 block of Camstra Avenue, Cerritos, California, 90703 does constitute a property nuisance as set forth in Chapter 620 of the Cerritos Municipal Code and setting forth a 30-day abatement period thereon.
May I have a motion, please?
So move.
Second?
I second.
Thank you.
The motion moved by Commissioner Ferrer and seconded by Commissioner Robles has been properly made. I am now activating the online voting system. Voting is live. Please cast your votes now.
These screens do not like me.
And voting is now closed. The motion carries with a vote of 4 in favor.
Thank you. That concludes the public hearings. Now we go to item 8, reports. First, we have, are there any reports from the commission liaison, city staff, in other words? Nobody? Okay. Nobody for that. Reports from the commissioners. I think I'll just start and work around. Nothing? Okay. I'm going to take care of that. They asked me to do that. Thank you. All right.
I did go to the Christmas lighting event yesterday here at City Hall. Ran into Commissioner Robles. It was a beautiful event. I went with my niece and my mom. It's cold, but it was wonderful. So wrapping up the year, just want to say thank you all for your hard work and see you in 2026 and happy holidays.
Do you want to add to that? Oh, okay. I have a couple of things. On behalf of the city, there will be something called, and I'll hold this up for you to see, Santa's Sleigh Day at the CCPA, which is the Performing Arts Center, on Saturday, December 6th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So that's a week from this Saturday. It will be at the area out there by the Performing Arts Center. Santa will be arriving at 11:15 in the morning. So it says, Santa is coming to the Cerritos Center for the Performing Arts. Families are invited to an afternoon filled with holiday magic. Enjoy crafts, live performances, holiday music, story time, and festive games. Please bring a camera as photo opportunities with Santa Claus will be available. Light snacks and hot cocoa will be served while supplies last. Games, crafts, and entertainment. And there's the flyer about it. And I personally, and I'm assuming on behalf of the rest of the commissioners, wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Don't overeat, but enjoy. And also, happy whatever holidays you may observe in the upcoming till the end of the year and a very happy and healthy new year to everybody. This is our last meeting of the year because our normal last meeting or meeting of the month would fall right between Christmas and New Year's, and we don't do that. So I guess that's it. And we are adjourned.